Canelo's trying to go up to fight Kovalev. Do you think that was a good decision? I mean, seeing the fact that he had great fights with you, in the division, he decided to go up to fight Kovalev. Do you think that was a bad decision on his move?
I mean, listen, he's looking to become a fan, a Hall of Famer. He wants to be 4 divisional world champ. There's nothing wrong with him taking that route if that's what he wants to do. As far as fighting the peak guys at their time and their prime, like me, that's what we want to see. Like I said before, I can't remember everybody, but before Cotto on his way out, Mosley on his way out, you know what I'm saying? Now he wants to fight the Crusher on his way out. But listen, the Crusher's still a bad boy, though. You know what I'm saying? Crusher ain't no pushover. I'd be surprised if he don't, hurt Canelo, I mean, is it a risky fight? Yeah, it still is. But like I said before, I mean, it is whatever it is with Canelo. Canelo, when he really wants to get his ass whooped, he will come down to 160, grow his cojones, and be like, I'm ready, sign the paper, I'm ready.
What do you make of Canelo actually moving up an extra weight division, fighting Sergey Kovalev?
I think he's just looking at it as an easy world title, to be fair. I think he's just looking at it as, right, look, he's looking at if I beat Kovalev, he's a credible name on my regime to look back on. He's a belt there, he's old now. He'll probably have a weight clause on him that he can get in the ring at, most definitely.
Do you feel that this is the end of Kovalev's career? And timing is everything in boxing. Do you feel that this is the case?
This may be his last fight, in my opinion.
That Canelo Kovalev, how does Canelo need to attack Kovalev?
I don't know, styles make fights. Canelo's short. I'm normally the tall fighter, so I'm on the Kovalev side. Stylistically wise, head movement is gonna be a big key. And I feel like the weight and the size with him towering down on Canelo, it'll make a big difference. And that's how I would fight him too. So, it's
I like the Kovalev game plan will be what, kind of put his weight on him, things like that.
I feel like Kovalev's just got to bully and be the bigger man. That's it.
What do you make of Canelo making that move to fight for a light heavyweight title?
It's a ballsy move, but he may be just doing what he did to, at the same time, Kovalev, he is getting a little older, but he can crack. So, it's still a ballsy move. I don't know if he sees it as something easy that he can just go up and grab a title at 175, but, that's a decent matchup on paper at least, so we'll just have to see.
Do you think the size discrepancy will give Canelo some issues, being that he's going to fight a naturally larger Kovalev?
A naturally larger guy with a good jab, too. So, that's dangerous. And a lot of power and a lot of experience as well. I know Canelo's got experience, but so does Kovalev. So, it'd definitely be something I tune in to see. So.
Canelo
is fighting Kovalev. It's going to be a good fight, man. I'm excited to see it. I think Kovalev is a big dude. Canelo's gonna face a lot of adversity, but I think Canelo beats him at the end of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think beat him? But do you think they'll go the whole 12 rounds? They'll go the distance, and he's gonna win by decision?
I don't know, because the thing about Kovalev is he's a long-range fighter, and not only that, he has a fucking strong jab. So a guy, how you keep a Canelo out with head movement is you just fucking stab him with the jab. But Canelo has amazing head movement. So I feel like if Kovalev wants to win, he has to be extremely dedicated in his training camp. He has to have at least 3-month training camp, which he might even have the chance. He might even have the strength of knocking Canelo out. But Canelo, he's super dedicated. He has a lot of qualities himself. He's fast. It's just that I don't know how it's going to play out with the weigh-in. I don't know. I'm hearing he's going to he's trying to weigh in at 171. So, if he wants to go for the light heavyweight title, he has to go at 175. You can't win the light heavyweight title basically weighing in super middleweight. So we'll see what happens to that. And we'll see if he puts a weight class. If you want to go up and beat the champion, you got to do it fair and square. I understand Canelo is a cash cow, and he generates all the money, but he's going up against somebody else's title. You can't put rematch, you can't put weight clause and going against somebody else's title. But he's Canelo, he does what he wants, so we'll see what happens.
Canelo and Kovalev, how you see that one playing out next week?
That's a big jump, every time these fighters make these big jumps, they don't become successful. For instance, Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence, but for some reason I think Canelo gonna take this.
It's almost a 5-1 favorite if you can do that.
Yeah. Because of Kovalev's last performance against Anthony Yard, he did come out with a stoppage, but he didn't look as good. But I think Canelo will take it.
Okay.
How much do you think Kovalev has left? It seems like that's part of why people think Canelo's going to win so convincingly.
Right. That's the mainly reason why, because of his last fight scene that he's kind of up in age, just kind of showing a little bit. Or I'm not sure. It's not discrediting things from Anthony Yard, but Kovalev didn't look his best. Who knows what the real reason was? But I don't know. I don't think he has a lot left as far as fight wise. I think he may have a fight or two after this. Depends on how the turnout is with Canelo, or if not, this could be his last fight. But he had a great career, so. Who knows what he'll do next?
He's firing on all cylinders right now, Canelo. What do you see, if anything, is a weakness or something a fighter can have success with?
Right. Well, from Canelo fights, watching the Aristotle Law versus Canelo, watching the Floyd fight with Canelo, he doesn't like movement, or it gives him trouble. So if a guy can move around the ring and give him angles and things like that, from what I've seen, that would give Canelo problems. But after the Floyd fight, as you can see, he made a few adjustments himself, and you get a better Canelo each time you get the ring. So, but as far as anything I can see, that's probably what I can say.
So Kovalev still has a lot of power. You think Canelo can handle that power?
He's
moving up 2 weight classes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He couldn't handle Floyd.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So well, I would say this: he did well with Triple G power. He took a few punches that a lot of people went down from. So I think he should be pretty good if he can roll with the punches. He been pretty up on his defense lately. So we're gonna see.
Canelo Kovalev. What do you think of that fight?
It's a great fight, man. It's a great fight. I'm interested to see how Canelo overcomes the size difference. Everybody, like I said, perception, man. Perception is a hell of a thing. Everybody's acting like Kovalev is some old 50-year-old man that been knocked out 10 times. He's not, man. That dude got he got 3 losses. One of them was controversial, and then he gets knocked out, comes back, and win his title right back. Directly ran it right back and got his title back. He had a tough fight with the kid from UK. I can't think of Anthony Yard, which is a really good fight. Everybody like it was so grueling. He had one bad round. He dominated the rest of the fight, and I became a Yardy fan after that fight because he showed me a lot, and they showed a lot of character that night. I think Kovalev has a really good jab. He's a really excellent body puncher himself. He's rangy as hell. I seen him in person one time, he's not even that tall. But when you see him on TV, he looks like he's about 6'3". It's because he's so rangy. He has such a great jab. I'm curious to see how Canelo is going to get inside and be able to land body shots.
Because that's the perception. He's going to get inside and kill him to the body.
How? I'm not saying he can't, but I'm saying
head movement, I guess.
Yeah, but you got to get past. It's just not that easy because Kovalev has good feet as well. You got a good jab. You got good feet. Canelo's arms like 70 inches long. Now, Kovalev doesn't have the longest arms either, but he has range. He has height. This is a good fight to make, and I'm interested to see how Canelo's going to try to break this dude down. You know what I'm saying? I just hope everything is fair with these judges, because everybody knows Canelo gets a lot of favorable decisions. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a great fighter, he gets a lot of favorable decisions from the judges. It's a great fight, man. I'm interested.
You don't lean either way? Too far out? Or
It's too far out, man.
Okay.
It's too far out.
If I see you in Vegas fight week, I got to get your pick, though.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Muchas felicidades. Gracias. Es un orgullo hispano. Gracias por este regalo tan bonito de la independencia mexicana.
Qué bueno. Muchas gracias.
Una pregunta, 2 preguntas. La primera, soy con AB Boxing. ¿Te gustaría pelear si llegaras a subir de peso con el ganador de Jesse Vargas con Liam Smith?
Sí, claro que sí.
¿Sí?
Con mucho gusto.
Okay. La segunda, ¿qué piensas de Canelo que subió 2 categorías de peso?
Pues yo pienso que es un gran riesgo para él, pero pues por algo lo está haciendo. Tal vez es algún sueño que él tiene, ser campeón, creo que en 4 divisiones, 5, no sé, pero pues la verdad es de respetarse.
The question was, thank you for this gift, giving it to the Mexican fans on this day. The first question out of 2 questions is, would you like to fight the winner of Jesse Vargas versus Liam Smith? He says yes, with pleasure. The second question is, what do you think about Canelo moving up 2 divisions? Munguia says, I think it's a big risk, but he has a reason for doing it. It's been a dream he had to be a 4-division world champion, and there's a reason he's doing it.
What do you think about Canelo and Kovalev?
I think Canelo here gonna win the fight.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? I know you're real vocal about
I want all of the belts, and that's why I come to see this one. I wanna go to see Canelo Kovalev, and we'll see.
Hey, real quick, man. What are your thoughts on Canelo Kovalev? What's your prediction for that?
I think you're wearing the wrong hat. I think Canelo sees what he sees, and he sees the flaws in Kovalev's game.
So how do you see that fight playing out?
I think Canelo decision.
You think what?
Canelo decision. Yeah. Definitely.
All right, man.
Canelo and Kovalev. What do you think of that fight? Who do you see winning that fight?
It depends. I mean, Canelo is very small, to be honest. For light heavyweight, he's small, but styles make fight. They pick Kovalev for a reason also.
Right.
Not that he's an easy guy, but he's not in his prime anymore. Canelo is one of the best body punches in boxing. Kovalev don't like it to the body. I mean, who like it to the body?
Right.
But I'm saying he's not the best inside fighter, but he has a very good jab. He punched very hard, so yeah, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe it's easy work. You never know. But Canelo is probably going to be the favorite. We'll see what happens.
You know, Kovalev, do you think you're around the same age? Do you think if you were in his position, where all of a sudden this huge fight, this huge money fight comes on, that it would allow you to maybe even fight better than any other match? You could turn back the clock a little bit. Do you think Kovalev could do that, just based on that motivation of?
People wrote him off after when he lost to, what's the name?
Alvarez.
Yes, and he came back and boxed beautifully and won the fight. So I mean, people write you off because of one loss. I mean, 1 or 2 losses. That's up to them. I mean, it's all about being strong-minded and come back strong.
Yeah, because you talk to boxers and trainers, they're not counting out Kovalev. It's more the bookies and the writers. It's really just the bookies, because people in boxing think Kovalev could do it.
I mean, if he keeps the distance, no inside fighting, keep it on distance and range, and use his jab, maybe hit him with a hard right hand, might be.
Oh, there's Danny Garcia saying what's up.
What up?